These are Gurush and Elsa, a young couple from Qolla Tembin, central Tigray. We found them at Ida Referral Hospital in Maqala, seeking treatment for their 1-month-old daughter. Their daughter has been diagnosed with hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus is a common pediatric neurosurgical condition. It is a condition in which there is a buildup of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain. This fluid surrounds the brain and the spinal cord and cushions and supports them. When there is a buildup of this fluid due to blockage, problem with absorption, or overproduction of the fluid, it puts pressure on the brain, causing it to enlarge. Doctors have informed Gurush and Elsa that their daughter's condition has developed to such a degree that she will need a surgical operation. Impossible due to the siege on the region that has depleted all medical supplies.
I came from Olatembin. The health facility at Adi referred us to Ida Hospital. They told us she had complications related to her back and that she would need surgery. When we came here, the doctors told us there was no medication. They told us there was a tube that needed to be inserted, but that they don't have it. They told us to wait because there had been others that had come here before us. We are simply waiting.
According to experts at Ida Specialized Hospital, the condition has been prevalent in Tigray since even before the start of the war, with up to 54% of pregnant mothers being diagnosed with folic acid deficiency, one of the main causes for the disease. Dr. Hafto Haila, a pediatrician at Ida Hospital, says cases of hydrocephalus have been relatively high in Tigray. What has changed now is the capacity of the health system to take measures to treat the disease.
Especially in our case, which is epidemic and very prevalent. This I can tell you from the previous studies that was conducted in our setup. So in that study, the neurological defects, the prevalence was 131 from 10,000 births, including stillbirths and live births. The prevalence of neurological acid defects is increasing definitely in our community, generally in Tigray, we can say, because one is we are not doing the preventing measurements like folic acid supplementation during the early ANC follow-up, or we don't have also the current health facilities that would suffer for the planned pregnancy. So if we have planned pregnancy, if mothers have planned pregnancy, they will take the folic acid, then we can't prevent significantly.
We spoke to Dr. Mehret Abhaila, a neurosurgeon at Ida Hospital. He says approximately 10 children are brought in with the condition every week to the hospital, but due to the lack of medical supplies necessary for surgical operation, specifically a tube called a VP shunt necessary to drain the cerebrospinal fluid, they are simply being forced to send mothers back home.
In Ida Referral Hospital Neurosurgery department, we have 2 clinics in a week, twice. So in every clinic, almost at least 5 kids come to our clinic. What we do is we just counsel them. Previously, before the advent of the war, we had these patients. They were coming, they were being provided to us for free with donation, and without any payment, these children with hydrocephalus were being treated. And but now there is no way in to Tigray. There is no way to bring this material. So what we are telling them in practically is just we are not currently doing these procedures and just to go back home. And it's very difficult practically counseling mothers, and there is no way to treat this kid. It's very difficult, but that's what we are doing. And almost like 10 kids, the minimum 10 kids per week, we are sending them back home without any management.
The cases will be increased, but we are not managing. So we are losing many neonates and children from this most treatable entity this is happening in our setup. The other is also even the number also could be increased because they are not also coming to our setup. One, they know that we are not treating such cases, and the other is they have also the difficulty with transportation and with banking also and other services, telecommunication. So we are not assessing all the cases.
Hydrocephalus is just one of the many illnesses that Tigray's health system is no longer equipped to treat, leaving families like Gersh and Elsa helpless and desperate for assistance as the siege continues to deplete what little supplies are left in Tigray.